Hey, we are live. Let's get going here. Today we are going to talk about how digital marketing can be easy. How do you make digital marketing easy? Why do you want to do digital marketing right now? Honestly, the first time I heard the term, I didn't know what digital marketing really was. Let's dig into all of that and unpack it so you can make the decision whether this is something you want to do. So we'll talk about why you would want to do it, what the benefits are for you, and I'll really explain why I chose to do it and how it's worked for me and how it's worked for actually thousands of others because I want you to have all the information you need to make the best decision, right? That's how we can be sure that we are doing the right thing for our lives when we have all the information in front of us. So that's what we're doing today. If we have not met, I am Shauna St. James. I am the founder of Encore Abundance, and in the past, I was doing Mega Selling Artists, which is a program that helps artists learn how to sell their art online. So over the past 5 years, I've helped over 5,000, makers, creators, and other online entrepreneurs learn how to be successful online. In the meantime, I love my clients. I love my business, but I have always been looking for another income stream. I believe in multiple income streams. I don't believe in, putting all your eggs in one basket. So when I found this opportunity, I really did my research and homework and decided that this was a no-brainer. No-brainer. And so I want you to have the same information so that you can look at whether this can transform your future financial situation. In particular, I love my business. I've always worked from home though. So I was just talking to my partner. I don't have a 401k. There's no IRA, right? When you've worked for yourself, and been a stay-at-home mom, those things are not options. And I have been a little panicked, frankly, about how I'm going to really sustain myself through the rest of my life and not have to work till I'm 80. That's the phrase that I keep using because it's true. I don't want to work till I'm 80. I really want to thrive and I want to be able to do all the fun things in life that have been on my bucket list. Plus, I really want to be able to spend time with my kids. They're grown. My last one's still in college, but they're grown and they live in other states, which means I had to be really intentional about being able to spend time with them. And I miss them. Gosh dang it. I mean, I was so happy when they were, quote, flying the nest, and I still am, that they are happy doing what they love. But I still want to find a way to be a part of that. In order for me to be able to celebrate with them when they, have big successes, I need to have a really stable income so that I can celebrate those things with them. I want to be able to, frankly, I want to be able to take them and their families on vacation and not let them have to worry about the budget. I don't want to have to worry about my budget and I want to be able to travel the world. How would your life be different if you had an income source that allowed you to really do what you want to do, even though maybe you don't have the funds right now? You're looking at your future like I was and going, well, that's not going to happen. What if you didn't have to give it up? And what if that could happen in 90 days? Meaning, what if you could meet the goal that you need to meet financially in 3 months? How would your life be different in 90 days if you started something right now that is a proven process to get you where you want to go? I jumped in, but that's why I want you to have the information because if you don't even know what's out there, it's not going to work for you. You're not going to change your future. All right, so here's number one. Number one, right? Why would you want to do digital marketing? What is digital marketing? Let's start there. Digital marketing is one of the highest on demand skills right now. Even if you were going to get hired by a corporate company, which by the way, they don't hire us 55-year-olds, they don't want us. I recently have been looking for jobs, and one of the few jobs that, quote, I was offered is paying $10 an hour, $20 an hour max. I don't want to work an 8 to 5 job where someone else decides how much I'm worth and how much I can earn. No, not happening. I wanted to have an opportunity, something that I am in control of. I'm in control of when I work, how much I work, and how much I can earn. There's no cap. There's no, you can only do this much per hour. Because guess what? That wouldn't get me where I need to go. Not even close. Trading, they say the dollars for hours. So digital marketing is a skill that is in high demand. It is predicted to grow. This particular skill is predicted to grow into the trillions, meaning that's how many people want to learn this skill, need to have this skill in the future to be successful in any kind of business venture. It's using online platforms to be able to market and promote a product. And there's a skill in it, and there's a system. There are strategies. If you've watched my first video about the 4 business must-haves, there are specific strategies, systems, tools, and skills. And if you don't have those right, you can't be successful at digital marketing. So I'm going to talk about the easiest way to be successful at digital marketing. And we're going to walk through 7 tips, 7 things you need to look for when it comes to being able to have a digital marketing business that you can really succeed at, and succeed at in the terms of working the least amount of hours and still being able to bring in 6 and 7 figures. I don't know about you, but I would be really, really overjoyed if I could make $300,000 a year working 4 hours or less per day from wherever I wanted, because I could take it on the road whenever I wanted. So I can work around other things in my life, because let's be honest, those are really important, right? Being able to be there for our kids' stuff, being able to travel, being able to go out and do stuff with friends. One of my really good friends has a house in Colorado. For me to be able to go and visit anytime I want, to go hang out in Estes Park, because my business lets me do that, because I'm my own CEO. Now, there are advantages and disadvantages to that too, right? Being your own CEO, you're your own boss, which, yeah, that's a really good thing. It's up to you when you work and how you work. But guess what? If you don't work, you don't have anyone else making you do it. You've got to be motivated and do it yourself. So, okay. That was one of the first things I learned. I'm like, oh, wow, if I don't just do this myself, I don't have anyone like telling me or giving me deadlines. I had to learn that. So, okay, the first way to be successful at digital marketing. You need to follow a proven process. That's the first secret. Follow a system that has already been proven to get results. So right now, Legacy Builders has paid over $18 million out in the last 90 days to its business owners, to the people who are marketing it, to the people that are offering it out there, doing digital marketing. $18 million. That right there, oh my gosh, amazing. It's a proven process. When you use the process they teach you inside of Legacy Builders, you're using a proven process. Here's the thing, you can use that proven process to market and promote anything. It doesn't just have to be what their offer is, it could be anything. Whatever it is you want to go out there and be successful at, this is a proven process that will help you get to wherever you want to go with it. Sky's the limit. We have $1 million earners in there. We have 6-figure earners in there. We also have people who aren't using it and aren't earning anything from it. It's just up to you what you want to do with it. But if you follow the steps, you're going to get the results. Okay, number 2. We kind of already covered this a little bit. You want to do something, it's high demand. A digital marketing industry, oh, excuse me, is predicted to grow into the trillions. There is a lot of room right now to jump in and ride the wave. Ride the wave to this income resource. Because right now we're still, there are different numbers. One is like we're at 1.7 billion. Other people are saying 3 billion per day in sales versus 1.7. Anyway, it's in the billions right now in sales, but it's predicted to go up into the trillions because this is such a high demand skill. And that's what you would be offering if you offer a proven process that's high demand. That's a quick way. It's a quick way to earn some income. The fastest, easiest way versus having to build out your own product or do all the research to decide whether what you want to offer has enough demand. That was my first downfall. I had a great idea. I thought it was wonderful. I knew it would help people, and it would help people. It was a legitimate product, right? It was a legitimate course training program, but not enough people were willing to pay for it. Not enough people knew they even needed it. So guess what? It wasn't successful. A high demand product is, everybody knows they need it already. Everybody's already looking for it. If you can provide the solution right now when everybody is looking for it, bingo, you have a really successful business. I went against everyone's advice in the beginning because that was something that, I had mentors and they're like, Shauna, you just got to make sure that there's a place for this in the marketplace where people want this. Is there enough demand for this for all the time and energy and money that you're going to invest in making this and building this and creating this, building it out? Are you going to be able to get that investment back and more? Well, guess what? No, that particular one, I wasn't, right? For the amount of time, money, and everything that it was costing me to build out an online course, a how-to course on how to paint, I couldn't sell it for enough to be able to really make my income back on it. I was having to promote and paid for ads. I just kept going in the hole. Okay, number 3. Um, Here we go. This is the really, truly easy, easy button. I don't know. I haven't even eaten today. I have no idea why I'm having. So sorry. Okay. Pre-built. You want to invest in a pre-built business system. What do I mean by that? That means there is already a business out there that you can invest in, and everything is pre-built for you. Everything is done. You don't have to take the time to figure out what you want to offer is in demand, and you don't have to take time to build out the website, to build out the sales page. Do you know how difficult it is? I learned this the hard way, people. Do you know how difficult it is to build out a proper sales page that gets people to go through the whole sales page and click the button at the end? And I'm an expert in sales psychology, but sales psychology, having a conversation, is different than putting it out in writing on a sales page. Where do you put the graphics? What size of headline? What color of, what font? All of those things, there's scientific research behind them. Wouldn't it be easier to just invest in something where that's already been done and proven? It's proven to work. It's proven to convert 1 out of 20 times. That's really good. That's really good, right? You don't have to try to build it to get it to convert. It's already proven. It's already out there. Okay. And here's the other thing. You want this to be a low entry. Right? Specifically low entry investment. Did you know that you can have a digital business for as low as $100? Right now, you can invest in a business that gives you 4 different levels of income stream, because there's 4 different levels of investment. So you can invest at the 900 level, 600 level, 300, or 100. Which one works for you? You could start at the 100, make some sales, get some customers, and work your way up, if that's what you want to do. Or you can start at 900, which is, I say this all the time, less than the price of my iPhone. And you can get out there and be able to have a business that's proven to generate 6 figures, 7 figures, right there at your fingertips right now, while the wave is climbing for the demand for the product. This is the time. So that was the thing that motivated me. I realized that if I didn't make this decision and jump in, I was going to miss the boat. The longer I waited, I hear a rock. The longer I waited, the less opportunity I had to get a piece of the pie. And there's something to be said for riding the trend, right? You don't want to be, let's use fashion. Remember it was at the 80s or 90s when the leg warmers were in. Remember the movie Flashdance? And leg warmers were the hot thing. Well, that was the hot thing then. If I were to try to pull that trend off now, I've missed it. I've missed that fashion statement opportunity. That's not quite the same thing, because that's not about earning income. But yeah, this is more impactful. This is even more powerful. Sorry, you guys, I have the lawn care guys outside. Hopefully you can't hear them. Um, but yeah, they're throwing rocks at the window with the lawnmower out there. Okay, so here's the other one. I want you to really think about this because this was the first thing that I didn't really understand about this business or any business where I'm selling a product that someone else has built, someone else has already made it. I always thought that if I was doing that, I could only get a percentage of what it is, the price of the product. You want to look for a digital marketing business that gives you 100% profit. And yes, it does exist. I'm doing that. Instead of affiliate marketing. So before, whether an Amazon quote affiliate, you're only getting a percentage of everything that's sold. An affiliate for any business means you're getting a small percentage of the total price of the product that you're actually promoting, marketing, and selling. Usually anywhere from 10 to 30% is the average. But you can do spend all the same time and energy promoting a product and get 100%. So that's one part, 100%. Here's the other part. The price point of the product matters. If you're getting 100% of something that costs $10 versus 100% of something that costs $1,000, which is the easiest way to meet an income goal? Well, obviously, you have to sell less of the ones that are $1,000 versus $10 to meet your sales goal. If your sales goal is $10,000 a month, if that's the amount you need, then you need to look at a product that can get you there faster, meaning you have to sell less of them to meet your income goal. That's always been really a key point of any business. We know that. But when you're talking about your time and energy invested, because if you're not going to do paid ads, you want to be able to get 100% of the profit. That's one of the things I love about what I'm doing right now. I was so excited to get the training on how to do free ads. I didn't even know really that was an option, that was a viable option to help promote anything, because I had invested thousands of dollars on the social media platforms promoting my business, and it was legitimate. It worked. I'm not saying it didn't pay off, but guess what? The amount of investment versus the amount of, it takes a lot more to break even. If you can do your promotion and marketing for free with 100% profit, holy moly. Talk about successful. Total success. Okay, here's number 5. We're not going to be able to stay on very long today because I actually have a training that I'm going to be doing at noon for my art bosses. I still work with artists. I still help them create content, right? Content that converts so that they can meet their sales goals. Okay, automated. What do I mean by automated? Okay, you want to have a digital marketing business that has a machine running behind it. So it's not all dependent on you getting everything done in the system. Remember, it has a strategy and it has a system, but the best systems are automated. That was one of the things that I was looking for, because my business, I had systems, but a lot of it wasn't automated. So I needed another income stream that isn't going to require all my time and attention. If it's automated, then I still can do my other business, because that requires a lot more of my personal attention. Automated means someone pops in, right? You're building an email list, automate automatically. All they have to do is hit a landing page, put their email in, boom. They are in your system, your automated system, and everything happens after that completely on automation, even the sale. So, what that means is this is a really low contact business. Now, are there people that I totally have conversations with about this? And, I am in the DMs with them? Of course. It's not something that's completely set it and forget it. It's still a business. It still requires attention. But the fact is that if 80% of it's automated versus 20% of it's automated, that's a big difference. That's what allows you to be able to work the 2 to 4 hours a day and still get the sales results. Automations. Right now, there's a digital marketing business that you can own and invest in that has the automations already pre-built for you. It's literally handed to you. All you do is tweak it, right? Because you have to do a few things. You want, the links in it to go to your information, not someplace else. So you have to tweak them, but all the templates for the email campaigns are built. All the automations are set up. So amazing. So even for the person who purchases their product, the delivery of the product is automated. It doesn't require you to go and deliver the product. It doesn't require your time. It's all automated. That will make for a super successful business. Okay, so here we go. Here's another one. I'm going to call it community, or we'll just call it maybe support. Did you know I invested I've invested in courses and all kinds of trainings, or done all my DIYing on YouTube. How many of you have invested in something that it looked like it was the answer and it was a course, but you still didn't get the results and you had nowhere to go after that because that's it. It's just a flat course. There were no live people or experts connected to it. So if you didn't understand something correctly, or if you didn't implement something correctly and get the right results, that's it. So sorry, Charlie. You can invest in a digital marketing business that gives you community and support, community from everyone else who is out there in the digital marketing world offering that product, which may sound like a bad thing, but actually it's amazing when you have people who are cheerleading you on. Being an entrepreneur is pretty lonely. And, if you don't have someone behind you congratulating you for that next step you took, whether you did a live video, whether you made a post, whatever it is, and expert support from maybe if things are going wrong and you have a resource to get help. Maybe you are stuck on a tech thing, right? Maybe you can't figure out how to get your domain connected. And support can say, hey, that's located right over here. Here's the step-by-step right here. This shows you how. Boom. Oh, thank you so much. I didn't know that's where it was. I've been looking all over. This is exactly what I need. Amazing, right? It changes the whole complexion of being in a business, of owning your own business, because you're owning your own business within a really powerful, supportive community. You're no longer hanging out there in the breeze, doing it on your own. I have been there. Oh my gosh, I did it for years. And it's really hard to keep yourself motivated when things aren't going really well. because we're all going to have that. Nothing goes perfectly smooth, hunky dory. We're all going to have points where we're dipping down, or we get stuck, or we're struggling, and we need other people. We're wired as humans for human connection. When you're an entrepreneur, you really lack human connection, and this is where you can get that. So make sure that when you're investing in a product or a business, that you have a place to get support. That's very rare, especially if you're out there building your own, right? That's what I did. I wish I hadn't done that. If I had known about this earlier, I probably would have made the decision to do this. I know that that's really hard for me to say because of all the time and energy I put in to doing everything that I've built out, all the courses, all the, yeah, it's a really hard thing to say, but it's true. Okay. And here we go. Here we go. Access to direct access to a mentor, to someone who has, frankly, the founder. How often do you have direct access to the founder of a company who is willing to help you personally, who's available every week? Not only that, but the founder, the person who knows this better than anyone, who's, a multi-millionaire because of this, is actually out there helping you connect with your ideal customers. She's like busting her hump, helping us sell our product. She's using her time and energy to help us succeed because she understands the power of this and she wants to make sure that we achieve whatever goal it is we have set for ourselves. Having direct access to someone like that who can tell you, this is how I did it, who will show you, this is what I'm doing now, and say, yeah, open book, take my stuff and run with it. That's amazing. I don't know about you, but when I have someone who gets real with me and isn't afraid to let me in on their process and share their success, that's a whole different feeling than someone who's trying to guard everything and push everyone out and be like, no, 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 this is my territory, this is my turf. No. The concept that there's enough for everyone is a universal law. This is a digital marketing business that works with universal laws. If you don't know me yet, I am a neuroscience geek. Everything from, quantum physics and everything about how the universe works, vibration and frequency, all of those things are real. It is so real and it matters so much where we're at in our energy, in our vibration, in our frequency. I want to be connected with someone who aligns with the vibration and frequency and energy that I want to have for myself. And I have access to that every week. It's unbelievable. I have access to that every week for one paid program. I'm not continually, I don't have to pay a subscription to be part of it. I just made one time payment and I get all of that with my one time business investment that's automated. And not only that, it's pre-built. pre-built. I didn't have to build the website. I didn't have to build out a sales page and make sure the sales copy was right. I didn't have to create all the graphics that I knew would stop the scroll. I didn't have to create the emails that have a 50 to 70% open rate. If you haven't done this before and you're like, what's an open rate? An open rate is the number of people that actually click on an email and will open it and read it. And 30% is a really excellent quote industry standard when it comes to email open rates. You get an email campaign that is proven to have a 50 to 80% open rate. Right now, I could show you mine. The system, I'm using the system exactly like they taught me. I don't have a single email in there that has an open rate of less than 56% of every person that I send it to. Over 50% and 56% of people are opening it. That's really good. And there's follow-up emails that if they don't open that one, there's another email right behind it. So they're constantly getting the opportunity to connect with me. And all they had to do was put their name, their email in the lead magnet, they call it the opt-in page. And the opt-in page has a conversion rate of 80%, 83% of people who hit that page where it's enter your email, 80% of the people actually do it. That's ridiculous. I've done so many lead magnets with opt-in pages, and I'm lucky if I get, 15, 20% of the people that hit the landing page to actually put their name and email in and click submit. Because I didn't have all the research put behind it to make sure that my image was correct, to make sure that, I had the right headlines on it. It's so scientific. But this is a system that's already been proven because all that research has been done and it's handed to you. You get a whole website for $29. I had 3 websites built. One of them I built myself, but the ones that I had built, we're talking $5,000 baseline. This website has 8 pages for $29. Unbelievable. So even if you already have a business like I do online, you can run this business and be really successful at it because it doesn't take any time to set it up. It's like in 2 days, you have that thing set up and operational. That's unheard of. Set up operational, step-by-step instructions on how to do it. Now, you do have to take your time to go through the step-by-step instructions. The way they set it up is completely different than any other system I had ever used. So if I hadn't watched each video, paused it, did the task, went back, played it again. Okay, ooh, next one. Okay, pause it, do it. If I hadn't done it that way, I wouldn't have been able to have it set up so quickly. But because the setup videos were so explicit, where you get to watch it done and then you can just go do it, it was really easy to follow. And when I was setting up my websites, I had nothing to follow. It was me clunking around in the help, in all the help articles and stuff like that, trying to figure out, wait, how do I add, how do I add a button? How do I connect my button to the right thing? All of that stuff. This is all just ready and handed to you. So if you want to know more information about digital marketing in general, how you can be successful at it, the first place I suggest you start is with the business blueprint. And you can have the 5-step business blueprint just complimentary. All you have to do is say info and I'll make sure to connect you with that. And you can look at the 5 steps that this business follows. Lays it all out for you. Complimentary, no charge. And then if you want to pursue that, if you want to know more information, you have everything you need to be able to get more information too. From me directly or from the website. You can also get your information there if you don't want to talk to a person. All right, I'm going to run. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Let me know if you have any questions. And this is where you go, shaunasdailypay.com. This business has let me have $900 days, basically automated. So if you have questions, I'd be happy to answer. All right, take care. Bye, everyone.